So we are building the biggest, baddest, flashiest, loudest Bluetooth speaker you will ever see. All custom wrapped, of course built here in-house. Exterior waterproof MDF, custom wrapped by my man Willett Upholstery Innovation here in town, one of my best friends. That's the face of it. That's the back side of it, but you'll see when we put it together. But right now I just had to sand all the edges, chamfer, get those nice and clean. Then the back side that is open, so we got these gloss black panels that will go, these are acrylic that I painted. And I got 2 of those, so those will go in, cover that back wall. 20K lithium battery sits right there. And we've got 5 amplifiers. And then the back piece, all flush mounted inserts. And right now I'm about to router and chamfer the back piece where 4 8s are going to go. Switch panel there. So we have 4 big nasty 12s. Same ones that I have back there in that box. This is 4 10s. This goes out to a customer tomorrow. It's going to be mounted on a boat. I had to tune the DSP, so the DSP is fully tuned, and he's running a 5K and a 1K. But this is the 20K lithium that's going in the Bluetooth box. So that will be, I got to fancy it up. I'm going to do an acrylic top with the logo. But yeah, we're working on it. And yeah, it's 4 of these 12s, loudspeakers, and then 4 of these 8s are going on the other side, which these are Concrete Audio's carbon 8-inch mid-bass along with their compression drivers. These speakers have 2 completely different speakers in one, so it's not like your typical speaker that has one plug in and it has a crossover and shit in there. We tune these completely separate. I have different amps for all of this. There's another one of the gloss black panels that is going inside of the Bluetooth box. We still have to do ports on both sides. The wheels are just on there temporarily so I can do a demo video in a parking lot, but the wheels will be coming off. And rubber feet going there. I've also got those inserts, threaded inserts, same as on this side, that are on the bottom. So we have rubber feet. I will give the customer the wheels so he can use them if he wants to, but he's mounting this in the bed of a mega truck, one of those big mud trucks. So these 12s will be facing backwards, the 8s facing the other way. So that's what we're doing now. I got to chamfer these edges down because who the hell wants some square ass edges? So we are going to chamfer them down. And right now I got to put a piece of tape on there, and I've run my Milwaukee router. So anyway, fuck, it's 2 a.m. Y'all are like, man, what is Beau doing? If you're new here, man, you know 2 a.m. ain't shit to me. That's just what I do. I've got 8 people on here. Nobody says anything. Usually people speak up. Man, sad day, man. Sad day. For those of you that have been around a long time, old Bruce Wayne died today, man. Bruce Wayne, my road dog. Me and Bruce, we go way back. So those of y'all that have been, what's up, Colby? Machine with Dematic, what's up, West Texas misses you. Man, I miss some things about West Texas, but not a lot. But yeah, old Bruce Wayne, he died today, man. You know, I haven't had him since my divorce. He's been living over there at the other house for the past 3 years, but I've seen him a few times, but not as often as I like. But Bruce was an awesome dog, man. He really was. You know, there's a lot of, everybody loves their dogs. But Bruce, he was something special, man. But he went on many trips with me. Helped me get through a lot of hard times, old Bruce Wayne. And yeah, the kids are really upset. I wasn't able to go over there because I always told Reed and JoJo, my boys, that when the day comes when Bruce dies, that I'll come over there and I'll help bury him. And I thought that was the agreement between me and my ex-wife, but she said no, so I couldn't go over there. And so I had to FaceTime my kids and talk to them, but it is what it is. They understand that Daddy wanted to be there, I just couldn't. So yeah, it sucks, but it's the life we live now. But man, it's crazy what we go through. We will, the things we do, you know, we buy dogs, we buy puppies. Machine, man, she still has hate. Man, I can't talk about that. I'm going through a little legal battle right now, so I can't discuss anything like that, but you can put 2 and 2 together, man. But we'll buy puppies, fall in love with them, they become part of our family, and we know 10 to 15 years max, they're gone, sometimes sooner. And we'll spend thousands of dollars to keep them alive as long as possible. Like, it's crazy we put ourselves through that. We know them dogs are gone far before we are. And, all right, so I put down a layer of tape so that way my router does not chew up the, or scratch up the acrylic, so. All right, it's gonna get loud for a sec. Fuck, there's 27 people on here? Jesus, what are y'all doing up? Everywhere in America, it's nighttime right now. But I'm gonna run this router real quick. Give me a few minutes so I can hurry up and get this chamfer done. And then I'll hop back on and talk to y'all. But 31 people on here. All right, if y'all wanna talk or type in there, man. How do I know y'all? Or how do y'all know me? That's what I wanna know. Where did y'all hear of Beau? I'm wondering if there's any new people or my same old fans, man. Let's see. I gotta kick this. I'm doing 2 stages. Because acrylic, you really can't eat into it real deep like you can wood. Love this little thing. So we're gonna crank it down a little bit, or up a little bit. Let me put it that way. Make it deeper. Got a little knob on the side. So we'll go to a 15 millimeter. Let's say follows you from the West Texas days. Been around since West Texas. Bennett, Cody, been since the Colorado days. My guy, I'm off the bed though. My brain can't handle anymore. CAD and 3D printing. Buddy, I've been thinking about 3D printing. Before you go, let me show you something, Cody. Hang on, let me grab this. Like, y'all know I love to do fabrication, but I'm now a dealer for customspeakerpods.com. These are going in my Ram. So they fit on the front doors, fit perfectly. And I mean, they make them to where they follow every edge. It blows my mind. And these, I realize, are 3D printed. You can see the layers in there, the steps. See the steps in here. Even on the outside, it looks super, super clean, but you can see the stepped layers. How the fuck do they produce these fast enough? Because I know they sell a ton. And then, how do they get the, this isn't hydro dipped. You know, I used to have a hydro dip company. This isn't hydro dip. How do they get that carbon fiber? Because there's no stretch marks. That's how I know it's not carbon, it's not hydro dipped. Because the hydro dip, you have to put in there, and you can roll it and twist it. There's gonna be a stretch somewhere on carbon fiber because you can't roll all 4 sides. You're gonna put it in like this and then roll it into the bath, but you can't have carbon that straight, especially in these tight little corners. like right there, there would be some stretching with that carbon pattern. How the fuck do they do this? Is there a way to 3D print carbon fiber? It's fake carbon fiber, obviously. It's not real. But how are they getting this carbon fiber finish without hydrographics? I don't know. Because that's not hydrographics. I've done that before, and it's impossible to do it with zero stretch. I don't know. So anyway, I'm a dealer for these now. Anybody wants any, I get a good discount. So they on their website they have. But y'all know I fabricate almost everything I do. This is just too easy for the money it costs to put that on a door. And I use black rivets straight into the door skin, and we do a lot of these for customers because now I can put 2/8 on my doors, when normally you would have to fabricate a whole new door panel and all that shit. This is hard to beat, man. I've got these for my truck, my wife's Ram, and I've got them for a customer's Silverado. That's the reason I became a dealer, is because I got a customer with a standard cab Duramax. I think it's a 07, whatever the cat eye is, and he wants to do simple stereo system. So just replacing door speakers isn't going to cut it. So now he'll have 2/8 in each door. But I really like this company, really like their products. I hope they're making $1 million fucking dollars. I love to see other people win, man. I love to see other companies doing shit. And I know they have a 3D scanner. That's how they get these patterns. They're not in there mapping it out by hand. But I know they have a 3D scanner, and that is fucking awesome. But I am curious how they make the carbon pattern. I saw the step lines for the printer. And Cody, do some research. Let me know what type of printer they're using for something this size and to do it fast. Because I know they're not putting that on there and doing one of these every 12 hours because they have to ship out a lot. But I'm really curious because I would like to add a 3D printer to my lineup. We have some big stuff. It's not a wrap, man. You know, I know that stuff. It's not a wrap. There's no edge to it or anything. I mean, it's all in there. There's nothing. You can't get a hold of anything. So it's either something that's printed, because I mean, you can see, even on the outside, you can see the lines, the stepping lines of the, see it? So you can see how it steps. Same, I mean, of course, the inside is more evident, but yeah, you can see the steps in it, that it's 3D printed. At first, I thought they had injection molding. You know, that's the old school way of doing this, and that's the way it's been done forever, is injection molding. So yeah, I'm curious how. Yeah, I thought for sure. Yeah, Cody just said injection molding. That's what I thought these were. But these are definitely 3D printed. So I'm curious what machine they're running to be able to get. I mean, all the way around, you can see the steps as far as the 3D printing steps. It's not that obvious from a distance, you know, but you can tell when you look up close. I think it's fucking badass. So anyway, I got this router adjusted down one more step. We're gonna run another pass. Let's see, I'm a little bit deeper this time. Appreciate it, Cody. Man, I get so much more work done at night. People ask me, man, why do you stay up all night? I pretty much stay up all day and night, man. My wife, she loves sleep. It's her favorite thing to do. She loves sleep. I hate it. It's such a waste of life. You know, from the moment we're born, our clock is ticking down. From the moment you take your first breath, you don't know how long your clock is, but it's ticking down. It doesn't stop and it doesn't go up. I don't like wasting time, man. I average about 5 hours a night of sleep. I wish I could. I've tried going down to 3 or 4 hours a night, and my mind just isn't all there. Machine with Dematic, sleep is essential for brain health. You're correct. But it's only 5 hours. That's how many hours the brain requires of true sleep to function at 100%. You know, that's military math right there. That's the way that we were taught in basic training, that all you need is 5 hours a night. 8 hours is actually a waste, man. And anything beyond that is just a true waste of time. But I've adjusted myself to 5 hours a night on average. Maybe, you know, on a Sunday I might sleep in a little bit every now and then, but never more than 8 hours, man. I can't waste my day away. I got way too, dude, I've got so much work to do. I am truly blessed with the amount of work that I have in the shop. Truly blessed, and I cannot complain in the least little bit. My biggest complaint is not enough hours in the day. You know, I love what I do so much. Absolutely love it, that I can't wait to get here every day. Not many people can say that. Not many people say they can work a 90-hour week and they still love what they do. I love creating things. I love building stuff. Holy shit, is that 60 people in here? The fuck? All right, if there's 60 people in here, I need to see at least, wait, where's the likes at? Remember how last time none of y'all had liked the damn video? We got 2 likes. If we can get up to 20 likes, I'll keep talking. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit here and look pretty. 20 likes. We got 2 right now. That's weak. All right, there's 84 fucking people in here. Come on now. Do better. I'll tell y'all a cool story. If we can get up to 30 likes, 30 thumbs up, I will tell a cool story. One from, I'll tell y'all a Bruce Wayne story. If y'all just got in here, old Bruce Wayne died today, man. Sad day. So, in memory of Bruce Wayne, I will tell a cool story from me and Bruce, but only if we get up to 30 likes. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep running my mouth. There's 81 people in here. That's wild. I haven't had that many people on YouTube on my live feeds in a long time. You know, I really do need to put more effort into this channel. I'm over 50,000 now. 50,000 people on here. Y'all know back in 2019 when my Tundra video went viral, at that time I had like 3,000. And then all of a sudden the Tundra video hit, and I jumped to like 13,000 in a week. Well, that YouTube fame hit my head, and I was out doing dumb shit trying to get more viral videos. And then I got over it real quick, man. It's just, that's not for me. So it's happened organically where I've went from 13,000 to almost 51,000 now with minimal effort. I'm ashamed to say how little effort I put into this channel. Man, I could do so much content. The stuff I build every day. You know, let's see. I haven't said enough with the stories. Let's see some work done. You got it. All right, so we're chamfering edges on this acrylic piece for the Bluetooth box. So I'm gonna make another pass, and I'll be right back. Chips, chips, chips. Acrylic chips. Chipping is good. When it comes to acrylic, when you're throwing chips, that means you're doing well. When it starts gumming up and heating up. See, this is this acrylic here is extruded acrylic. I'm not a big fan of it, but I got a really good deal on 50 sheets of it. And especially with this being 3/4 inch acrylic, I got it so cheap. Like you'd think I stole it if I told you how cheap I got 50 sheets. So I usually use cast acrylic. Wild Country was up, but don't worry about it. They ain't got to hit the, like, 90 people on here. That's wild. And Ivan, I'm going to tell my damn stories anyway, man. You don't like my stories, you ain't got to listen. You can just mute it and look at my pretty face. But, man, business has been really, really good. Almost too good to where I've wanted to quit because of the overwhelming amount of work I've taken in. And I couldn't find good help. But recently, I've got 3 part-time guys and 1 full-time guy now. My brother works for me now. Glad to have him on board, and I hope he sticks around. And he's a fast learner. He knows nothing about any of this, and he's been here a week, and he's a fast learner. And it's always been my dream to work with my brother. I just told him when he was asking for a job, I was like, hey, as long as you take it serious, man, because this is my baby. I built this business. This is mine. It's not for fun. I need you to take it serious. And Beau Knows Customs has now become a pretty big name in my field. Audio, lights, all that stuff. Beau Knows Customs is not a company to mess with now. People know it and they take it serious. They might think I'm a joke. A lot of people think I'm a joke, but it's something that needs to be taken serious. And if you don't like it, then I'll whoop you out there with lights and sound. That's what I do. All right, let's run another camper. You done any blow through boxes? Not yet. We're doing one on my Ram because I want to keep my rear seat. For those of you that know, I've got a Ram 3500 now, Cummins with a manual transmission, with a work bed, a color match work bed. So we got something really cool designed on the back. As a I hate using the term stunt wall because that's what kids say. It's not really a stunt wall, but it's a musical dispenser at long range. It dispenses music miles. And we've got something really cool with actuators and doors and full acrylic see-through enclosure. And then we're doing, some subs that blow through into the cab. But my main thing now is sound quality. I am a stickler. I'm so bougie about sound quality now. That's my main thing. The big bass systems, they're cool and all, the hair tricks and demos, but I think now people like to see loud but quality. Loud and shitty is shitty, but loud with quality is not easy to achieve. So I've learned a lot about DSP tuning. I might do a video about that soon. Man, I'm an amateur, but I've been learning all the different hertz levels, which ones are offensive to the human ear. There's certain levels that tickle the ear the wrong way and piss people off. So I've learned what those are, and I bring those down. I learned my slope. I mean, good music is good. Shitty music is not good. And I used to build shit with shitty music, only because I didn't know any better. tuning off of an amplifier knob or a head unit, no, that ain't gonna cut it. Everything I do now is DSP tuned, every single build. I don't offer a build without a DSP tune. Do not offer it. But yeah, we're doing a blow-through box on my Ram. As soon as I have time, man, I've got everything I need to do my personal build. It's just a time thing, man. It's truly a time thing. I don't have enough spare hours to do something that's not customer related. DS18 speakers any good? Man, I ran DS18s for a long time and thought I was a bad mofo. I'm a dealer for them. I've got a bunch of them here in the shop. But are they good? They're good speakers, but they are not the level that I do now. I do strictly pro level audio. When I say pro, I don't mean my skill level. I mean pro audio. You know, DS18 has pro audio too, but the stuff I use now is just so advanced. Neo magnets and, you know, Brazilian amps and the DSPs, and even my wiring is all super high end now. I'm, like I said, I'm just one of those people that's just stuck up about quality music now. Like, that's my thing, and I have to have it. Move my little phone stand over here. But no, I am not a DS18 hater. It's just the brand I push now, Concrete Audio, is just something that I have a setup here on my counter. So now, just a little demo set, nothing fancy. I've got 4 of the 12s, the ones that are going in that box. I've got them sitting right there, and I've got them running off a 5,000 watt amp. And I make people sit right here, and I blow their minds with not only the sound quality, but how loud it is and crystal clear. So I sell a lot of these. These are just universal fit 10-inch Concrete Audio mids with compression drivers that fire through. This is an enclosure for 410s, and I mean, my fit and finish work is just top notch now, man. You can't look anywhere over anything I build and see shit work. I just don't do that anymore. I never did, but I mean, all the way down to the wiring is full loomed, braided loomed. I don't use plastic loom. I just put in the work now to do the best I can. This is part of the Bluetooth box. That's 1-inch acrylic etched, and it fits perfectly in that space right there. So I built it to be removable. But yeah, I really enjoy what I do, and I do the best I can, if that makes sense. Let's turn our camera back around. There's 94 people on here at 2:30 a.m. It's wild. It's creepy though, man. Like, some of y'all get on here and I don't know who y'all are. Y'all don't know who I am either, but it's weird that y'all just sit on here and watch me. Like, I wonder if some of y'all are like sitting there naked and like creeped out. It's just weird. And it's weird that I wonder that, huh? Like, I just picture some of y'all as it puts the lotion on the skin. Like, for those of you that are from an older generation. All right, so now we need to sand these edges. I like a good opaque look edge for stuff like this. Right now it's still pretty clear because the LEDs that are in these loops here shine out, out, out. So it's gonna light up this edge. And I don't like, I like it kind of opaque to show, to dissipate the light. I'm trying to use big words here, but to disperse the light. I think that's better. So we're gonna take it and we're using 320 grit and we're just gonna hit it on the chamfered edge and the flat edge. Chamfered edge. And then the flat. That's what I like. So now I've got a nice diffused edge, so it'll reflect light better versus that, which I haven't done yet, which is kind of hard to see. I mean, you can see the LEDs there, and I don't like that. I like it when it dissipates. I keep saying dissipate. It's not dissipate. It's diffuses the light. This message is held for review. Whatever, I'm not looking at it right now. But I've been going live on TikTok a lot lately. And I'm actually to the point now where I make more money on TikTok than I do YouTube. Y'all think YouTube is dying? You think it's just kind of a thing of the past now? I know that's still where all the big money is, but for how long? All right, let's sand this edge. So we got two sides done. Keep it rotating, so that's how it's done. Something's going the wrong way. There we go. it's 320 on there. It's just to get that little bit of make it a little opaque, just to dissipate, just to disperse the light so you don't see individual LEDs, not as much. The LEDs I use are very bright, so it's hard to get full dissipation across it all, but definitely helps. I'm done making noise for a while. Yeah, we lost like 60 people for making too much noise, I guess. Dude, this little Harbor Freight Baxter little DA. I've had this a year and a half. Keep it oiled. I oil it every day. Zero problem. I think it's like $100, so it isn't super cheap. And I don't even know what other name brands cost. But I know I like it. All right, everything's sanded. Now we need to give it a good wipe down. Put it back on the table. Hang on, I'll move my camera. There. So this is the back side. I always etch the back side. So this is the etch side. So I flip the image of my CNC, etch it. Give it a good wipe down, get all the fingerprints off. Which I'll still be handling this a good bit because we got to install speakers, the switch panel, and all that stuff, but I don't like fingerprints on my acrylic. So we're gonna clean it up a little bit. This 3/4 stuff is thick too, it's thick stuff. And it's kind of heavy, but not too bad, but it's extruded acrylic and it's actually military grade. It's bulletproof. I think this is 3/4 bulletproof up to like 9mm, 44, 45 or something. I've got some scrap pieces. I want to try it out, which I can't. Y'all know I can't have guns, but my wife can. My kids do. I don't. I am running into one issue though. I don't have nuts and bolts for these speakers. Nothing there that's not just obscenely big. A little bit of tape there. So now we got nice clean edges. Opaque. So now we got the whole piece right here, and that fits on the back of the box or the front, whichever one you want to call it. This is where the switch panel goes. Let's see, what's our next step here? We need to move this to the countertop. So for now, we're gonna put it right there so I can Make some space on one of my other tables. Where's another table? I got a fold-out table somewhere. Let's go find my other fold-out table. Peterbilt still here. We're still working hard on that. Driver's side door panel. I'll get the passenger side installed. You'll check this out, how cool this is. So that's the passenger side Peterbilt panel, all custom built fiberglass by your one and only Beau Knows Customs, and I make it thick. I mean, it's my fiberglass work is super thick. Custom upper panel, factory upper panel, rewrapped, new billet pieces, all done in purple ostrich skin. My upholstery guy's stitch work is just phenomenal, man. Usually you zoom in on stuff like this, and it's just crap work. I mean, he's just so badass. And then the overhead console, custom pinstriping, dash, everything's painted. We're doing a full acrylic floor instead of the typical aluminum ones like everybody does. We're doing full custom interior, subs, the whole 9 yards. So this is currently the big shop project. Motor is pulled apart right now for full paint. We've got Lexus tricolor white on there. So we pulled the whole motor apart and painted it. So this is all the white stuff. We're still doing the radiator shroud, or the radiator itself. And then we have all the purple parts over here. The seats, once again, my upholstery guy does not fuck around. Its stitching is just phenomenal. Diamond white leather with a waterfall pattern that we designed by hand. Purple ostrich skin again. It was dyed to match the truck. And then even the fans painted, but yeah, we've got all the purple stuff under here. Turbos, everything that bolts onto that motor is the House of Color purple. We custom made this just so we could follow the contours of the roof on the inside, so we can build with expanded PVC, because that stuff heats and bends really nice. So to get that bend, this stuff you heat it up, bend it, which is just full sheets of 4x8. Where is my table? That's what I need. That's what I'm looking. There it is, right there. I got extra table. Oh, I got two. I have two over here. So set this thing up close by so I can put that box on the table. And then I can work in one spot and hang out with y'all for a little bit. Turn this camera back around. Get this table set up. Blanket on here. Harbor Freight blankets, $3 a piece. $3. So I got like 20 of them. These ones are small too. I don't like big, huge ones when I'm just doing shop work. So we're going to move this piece. Tell you what, I'm gonna grab the third table. Set that up to hold the acrylic, but I'm not going to carry my camera again. No. All right, third table for acrylic pieces. Do I have 2 more blankets somewhere? One blanket. Two blankets. So now we have somewhere to put the acrylic. So that's an inside piece, outside piece. Another outside piece right here. More room for another inside piece. That. Another inside piece. And then we're going to put the box up here. So the next step is putting on those inside pieces. So right now the box isn't too heavy, but it's going to get heavy for sure. It's not light, but it's not crazy heavy. All right, so we're down 27 people. Y'all ain't got to hang out if y'all don't want to. Fuck y'all. I had to take a minute and set things up, man. All right, so my 2 inside pieces are going in here. So we wrapped everything else. The whole interior is wrapped. Even the top part. That's where we're putting the amps, the battery box there. Like I said, everything has flush mounted inserts. So now we are going to do those 2 inside pieces. Let me make sure these are clear. I had my brother do these for me. He did a good job. He was off on a couple of them, so we had to kind of open up the holes a little bit more than I wanted to on so yeah. What is the message? All right. And so I need to vacuum out the inside. I'm trying to give y'all a good watching position here, but it's not easy. Let me get my vacuum, my shop vac. Wipe these things down so we can place them on the inside. Yeah, these right here are 1/4 inch acrylic. I don't use much 1/4 inch. It's just for aesthetics. I don't use 1/4 inch for anything structural. But all I do, the only trick to this, it's regular acrylic. I painted the black with spray paint. I put packing tape on the back just to protect it from getting scratched. And that's the, it's just satin black spray paint that you get from Walmart, Home Depot. And then you get a nice high gloss black piece of acrylic. So that's the trick. There is no trick. You paint the back, don't paint the front. And then you tape it just to protect it. But we're gonna put that in. And I will show y'all just in a minute here, once I get them both in, how cool it looks. Who is that? Sir Deuces. Give me that white cock, Beau. You want my cock? Like my penis? That's a bad way to approach me sexually. Send me some money or something, man. Like, look, Beau, I sent you $5 on Cash App. Give me that white cock. Fucking idiots. Dummies. It's funny, though. For sure. Oh, that fits beautifully. Beautifully. Give me that white cock, Boo. I'm married, bro. Hit on a married man. Special one with a hot wife. My wife is beautiful. Silly goose. All right, now we got to put some screws on the inside. I use these little tiny black screws. I'm trying to find a place to put y'all. I don't know where to put you. All right, 53 minutes on here. I was told to start making these videos less than an hour. So we're gonna do that. Appreciate y'all, and this whole build is gonna be posted on TikTok. Just look up Beau Knows Customs on TikTok, and we'll holler at y'all later. Everybody have a good night.